What's up, dudes? Yo, I'm enjoying the shit of this TikTok stuff, man. It's like you got 60 seconds to like spew all this shit. I can never finish on time, obviously. So then I gotta like upload it and then film another one. And then I can't even like fucking finish what I'm like saying in that one. So I gotta then I'm like, fuck it. I'll do two a day, man. I ain't gonna kill people with my shit. So anyways, man, it's a good day. Christmas dog's back. What the fuck? Christmas dog. Yes, the sun is coming through the window and it's shining on the screen. It's so nice. Hey, man. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope your weekend was the shiznit. Yeah, man. It was cool. I don't know, dude. Every day is the same. It is different. What the fuck's that all about? It's so weird, dude. Like, the world is so weird. Like honestly, like, shit is just so strange. Like, I'm like sitting here looking at this plant, right? And I'm looking at like the green of the plant and all this shit. And I'm looking at the sun coming through the plant. I'll show you what the plant looks like, obviously, because I always do. It's the plant. Oh, I don't like it in the sun like that. Yeah, that's cool. It's attacking Mickey. So, anyways, so that's the plant, right? Now look at I got plant guts all over my hands. I can't smell it because I have this fucking thing on. Anyways, kind of manic today, obviously. Can't focus. Yeah. You know, they labeled me ADD or ADHD when I was a kid, but I don't think I was. I think I was just like, just so fucking manic all the time. You know, it's just like, well, I guess, I never went on any of those drugs though, like Ritalin or any of that shit. I was like, fuck that shit. Because then I would have been a fucking zombie probably. I don't know. If you're on Ritalin, man, I apologize, but like, I don't know, man. Well, I don't really know anything about that drug, man. Maybe I should have been on that shit. I don't know. Just the name is nasty, It's like Ritalin. It's like Zyprexa. What the fuck is Zyprexa? What the fuck is Zyprexa? I don't know. Whatever the fuck it is. Anything that starts with a Z or a V, I tend to stay the fuck away from. Uh, Respiridol? They put me on Respiridol because I want to fucking murder people. And they were like, put this motherfucker on Respiridol. They wanted to put me on a bunch of other like antipsychotics so I would like want to stop murdering people. And like the side effects of these fucking drugs were goddamn atrocious. So I was like, fuck those drugs. So I just stay on like the weakest shit possible. I take 1,250 milligrams of Depakote every night, and that just keeps me even keel. And as long as I'm not fucking like as long as I'm not doing fucking drugs or drinking fucking alcohol, and I'm eating properly, and I'm like working out, and I'm fucking sleeping, 7.5 hours a night, 7 hours a night. Usually I don't fucking get that suicidal from time to time. Usually I can control that shit. As long as I'm around loving people that aren't like, hitting triggers where I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna fucking, or like make me like super like sad and depressed because they're so fucking unloving. So as long as all the stuff that I discussed in video 108, like, I ain't gonna fucking repeat that shit again because that shit would get, like, nauseating. So, yeah, all the stuff that I talked about in 108, about all the things that you should do, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I wasn't even really talking about it. I was just riffing. That made no sense. So, what the fuck was I talking about? Yeah, but I'm like, I ain't gonna take any of these fucking crazy ass fucking, like, fucking, like, psychotics or whatever the fuck they call them, because I've been on those before and like I was a fucking zombie. My life was pretty interesting because I couldn't do anything. Like, I was just like pacing my house because I was scared of people and I was scared to go outside, and I was just like eating cereal constantly because like I was on one that made you crave like sugar and carbs, and that's all you wanted to eat was like fucking like junk food, like Oreo cookies and like Captain Crunch. I lived on Captain Crunch for about a year and a half, man. Like, I swear to fucking God, I didn't eat anything but Captain Crunch with like 2% milk because I was concerned with my weight. Good luck with that shit. Oh, fucking meds. Big Pharma's fucking hysterical. And then I was on like I was on this other one where you couldn't be in the sun. Like, if you were out in the sun for like 15 minutes, like, you felt it. You were like, oh fuck, like you felt like you were gonna fucking faint and shit, because like you were in the sun. Like, dude, it wasn't even like heat exposure, it was just like, don't be in the sun. Who the fuck makes a drug where you can't be in the sun? Like, that's fucking insane, dude. That's like completely going against like everything in like evolution, and or like just being a human for millions and millions of years. It's just like, let's create a drug that makes these motherfucking crazy people stay inside and not be able to see the sun or not go out in the sun. It's like they just want us to stay inside. That's why, like, in that ebook, description below, by the way, you should buy it. Only 2 people have. No, I'm just fucking with you. I don't even know how many people bought that fucking book. But anyways, I got this fucking chapter that I always like talk about called cockroaches, and it talks about that. It just like just the fucking society's scared shitless of us for good reason, and they're just like, let's like make all these fucking drugs that will make them stay inside. Number one, crave carbohydrates and sugar so they feel like shit, so they get suicidally depressed, so they won't want to leave the house. Two, make them paranoid so they're afraid of people, so they get agoraphobic and they can't leave the house. Three, they can't be around sunlight and they can't be exposed to the sun. Three. And that's just fucking 3 of them, dude. And it's just like, and then there's more. And it's just like, oh my fucking god. Yeah, like, Big Pharma is just like, these motherfuckers are crazy. Let's invent all these fucking crazy ass drugs to keep them inside as much as humanly possible. Which they've done. So, like, that's why I have that chapter in the ebook on Amazon, by the way. Description below. Just in case you want to be the third person to buy it. It don't even fucking matter, man. I only get 34 cents every time I sell a book. 34 cents? What the fuck am I gonna do with 34 cents? What am I gonna, like, throw it at pigeons and fucking birds and shit? Like, obviously you don't care about money. Yeah, man, like, I was just like, yeah, man, I could sell this book for $5, $3, and actually make money off of it. And I was like, that's not why I wrote the fucking ebook, man. I wrote the ebook so people could fucking like educate themselves. And, like, you know, not like just like fucking families and fucking people in your life. Because like when you read it, like, you know, like if your parents read it, they'd be like, oh shit, this is what you're going through. Oh my god, is this what it's like to be you? And you're like, yeah, that's what it's like. That's who I am every day. That's how my brain works. That's what I go through every day. And they'd be like, what the fuck? Yeah, because most of the time we don't want to be around our parents. We don't, we don't express how we're feeling. We don't express who we are to the people around us because we don't want them to worry about us. Or we just don't want them to, we just want to get away from people because we're just kind of scared of them, or we think that they're gonna yell at us or whatever the fuck it may be. So just throwing them a goddamn fucking tablet, with my ebook on it and say, like, read this fucking thing. It'll take you 3 days. Have fun with it. It's only 54 fucking pages, dude. Well, it's 84 on the Kindle. But fucking dude, that's why I wrote it. I didn't write it to fucking make money. Like, you know me, I don't need fucking shit. I need coffee and rice. And bananas. I like bananas. I think I was a monkey in a past life. But like, yeah, as long as I got coffee, rice, and bananas, I spent way too much time in Costa Rica. I swear to God, I eat like a fucking Costa Rican person and a fucking like Thai person. More like a Costa Rican person. Thai people, you know, they eat a lot of chicken. I'm not really down with chicken. So I eat more like a Filipino person, like, because I spent a lot of time in the Philippines too. Don't get jealous. I really, how I traveled the world? I robbed an old lady for all her money. That's what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. I'm just gonna date or be close to like rich women. Just take all their money. I saw this like movie once, and this guy had like no goals. He was like a stoner. hung out with like bad kids, punks, and like the kid was going nowhere, but he was good looking, and all his friends knew he was good looking. He was like the good looking one in the group, but he clearly didn't have his shit together. He was just like smoking cigarettes, doing drugs, drinking on Friday. He didn't give a fuck. And his friends were like, "Are you going to college?" And he's like, "No." He's like, and his friends were like, "What are you gonna fucking do?" He was like, "I'm gonna marry a rich old lady that's fucking soft in the head." You know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. I'm gonna just keep working out in this body, and just like keep perfecting like a charming smile. Just marry and just date rich women, man. So if you're a rich woman out there, no, just fuck with you. No, seriously, that's what I'm gonna do. Scala. Yes. Damn it, Mickey. So yeah, go back to Big Farm. Oh, who the fuck cares? This video is good. This video is going nowhere. Anyways, so I hope you guys. Sometimes you just gotta end videos because they're going absolutely fucking nowhere. And you just need to know when to cut it off. Like yesterday's video, I was riffing on some like really important shit, so it was like 30 minutes long. Today I'm like riffing about fucking nothing, so it's like 11 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, whatever the fuck, who cares? But yeah, going back to the cockroach thing. Going back to the cockroach thing, man, that's what we are. Like, that's what society wants us to be. Because they're either afraid of us, or they just don't want to look at us. Because we don't look that good. Like, we look like we don't have our shit together. We drive shitty cars if we don't ride the bus, or if we don't drive, like, a DWI bicycle, because we lost our license. Like, if we don't, like, ride the bus, we usually drive a really shitty-looking car that doesn't look like the fancy like Volvo, Mercedes, BMW SUVs that all the rich pretty people have. So we drive shitty cars, or we ride on like DWI bicycles, or like, we're so fucking out of it that we dress like whatever the fuck we want to dress like, and usually we look a little off or deranged, or like we have like these fucking like crazy bags under our eyes because we're all sleep deprived, because like we fucking can't sleep because we got so much trauma, we have so many trauma nightmares. So it's just like, so when people in society see us, like say you're walking down the aisle of a grocery store, and this woman has her daughter with her to her like left side. If she sees you turning the corner, or me turning the corner for that matter, she'll take her child and like be like, "Come on, honey, come here, come here." Like she'll like take her daughter and like grab her, throw her behind her back, and like put her on her right side. Cause she's so fucking scared of us. Oh, little fucking bitches. God fucking damn it. You know how I fucking hate average people. I want to just put them in a gigantic fucking stadium that could fit 6.5 billion people and just blow all those fuckers up. Just kill all of them. Just slaughter all of them. And then people are like, "Winero, why don't you give him a chance?" I've been giving him a chance for 42 fucking years, and the only conclusion I could come to is putting him into a fucking gigantic fucking stadium. Fucking that could fit 6.5 billion people and just blowing them up. And then I'll like be outside smoking a cigar and just like fucking, as soon as they all blow up, I'll just like fucking smoke one last fucking flick it, and then I'll drink a beer and be like, "Ha ha, fuckers." And then they'd be like, "Oh, who's gonna make your rice now?" I'd be like, "I'll just move to Thailand, Myanmar, Vietnam." Those people aren't average. I don't consider them average people. Those people like work every day. They're in the rice fields. They don't judge people. Like they're like cool as fuck. That's who makes my rice. That's who grows my bananas. That's who makes my coffee. That's why I only like to be in third world countries, man, or developing countries. If you want to get PC about it. Like when I travel the world, like Nepal, Sri Lanka, Philippines, Thailand, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, places like that. I don't go to fucking like restauranty cutie padootie, places, because I try to get away from white people. Like I want to be around people that are like live on 98 cents a day, and I've lived on 95 cents a day for 5 weeks, motherfuckers. So I know how to roll like a motherfucker. I beat the average. I beat the third world country average by 3 cents. Take that, motherfuckers. Whatever I said, whatever I didn't mean it. Still, I want you back for good. That was it. That was a Take That song. It was like one of the first boy bands of all time. Like, it was like New Kids on the Block was the first American boy band. You know, well, I mean, you could consider like the Beatles and all this other shit from the '60s boy bands, but like, like real boy bands. Other than the Jackson Five and shit, like the first white teenager boy band, New Kids on the Block for America. For England, it was Take That, Robbie Williams, baby, Angel. Oh shit, man. Oh, dude, don't even get me singing fucking Angel by Robbie Williams. I'll fucking break that shit down, son. Yo, whenever you travel the world and you run into an English person, Angel by Robbie Williams is like their national anthem. So, like, if you're traveling to England, like, say you're traveling to London or some shit like that, or you're traveling anywhere in the world, you're gonna run into English people, right? So when you run into these English people, if you want to make them your immediate best friends and have a bunch of beer with them at the pub, well, they call it a pub, but it's a bar, right? So all you got to do is go on YouTube, look up Angel by Robbie Williams. I'll put it in the description below. Or no, the comment below. And listen to Angel. Remember some of the lyrics. So when you're traveling the world, or when you go to London, or when you go to England or something like that, or whenever you run into an English person, they'll be like, "Hey ma, how's it going?" Be like, "Good man, how's it going?" Be like, "I'm good." And then all of a sudden you could be like, "And through it all, I offer her protection, a lot of love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong." And they'll be like, "Oh shit, we're best friends." They're like, "You're American, mate. How do you know fucking Robbie Williams, Angel?" And you'd be like, "I don't know." One time I was on the street corner in Vietnam, right? And I was like all hungover. I got really fucked up that night before. And it was because it was Saturday morning. And in this area of Vietnam, that's what everybody did. It was like party district, right? So everybody had a hangover, man. Like everybody got fucked up the night before, like staying up until like 3 in the morning. Just dude, fucking cool shit about Vietnam in the party district. They have like these old Vietnamese women just set up with kegs on the street, and they have like all these like plastic cups with them, and like you could just be like one, and they just like fill up a fucking like 16-ounce plastic cup with the fucking keg of beer, and you just give them a quarter. A beer in Thailand cost an American quarter, 25 cents. That's how fucking cool Vietnam is. But there's also like the Vietnamese people in certain districts, like they don't really laugh. They're very serious. You don't really see them smile. Like I was in Vietnam for 22 days, and I didn't see one Vietnamese person smile or laugh. They were very serious, and it wasn't because I was approaching them. Like I would look on the other side of the street, and I wouldn't see them laughing or smiling either, or they'd be wearing a face mask. But you could tell if somebody's laughing or smiling by looking at their eyes. And it was just very heavy there. Because the remnants of not only the Vietnamese War from the Americans, but the French War with Vietnam was so heavy on the Vietnamese people that the remnants of that war are still very much so prevalent. And prevalent. They're still there, right? So, also a lot of people don't know this about Vietnam, but to this day, between the Vietnamese, the French, and us, we planted so many landmines and land bombs around the country that still to this day, like over 100, I think it's 100, over 100 people get blown up in Vietnam every year, just by like walking through the farm fields, walking anywhere in the country, walking anywhere. Like all of a sudden they'll just be walking in an area, and all of a sudden they'll like step on the ground and boom, and the person will blow up. And that still happens now in 2020. And the war ended in 1974. That's fucking crazy shit. So the Vietnamese people are still dying from that war. So that's why the country's so heavy. But yeah, so I was just like standing on the street corner in the party district. It was probably like 11 a.m. And I'm like totally hungover, and I was hanging out with a bunch of English people the night before, and I'm like, because I hang out with a lot of international people, and I'm just like standing on the street corner, and I'm like outside of this like shop, and I'm drinking water, and I'm like just totally like gone, and just like relaxed and just like chill, and I'm like, and through it all, she offers me protection. And this guy passed by me, and he was like probably like 27, and like I kind of had like my eyes closed, you know, and then like, and he walks by me, and he turns around, and he's like, "Hey," and like I open my eyes and I look, and he's like, and he was English, and he's like, "Thank you for singing that song, man." He's like, "You just made my morning." Robbie Williams, Angel. I'm loving angels instead. Anyways, I ain't gonna fucking riff on that shit. Bam, bam. I love English music, dude. Arctic Monkeys. If you're into the fucking Arctic Monkeys, you goddamn fucking rule, man. Oh, dude, Arctic Monkeys. Dun 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 dun. Man, fucking A. That's Do You Want to Know. I'll put that shit in the description too. God damn it, man. Arctic Monkeys fucking rule. I once saw this like girl band in fucking Melbourne. Melbourne's like a little ways from my place. And, you know, like Florida, Melbourne, not like fucking Australia. So like fucking, like there's this girl band. Like girl drummer, girl guitarist, girl bass player. And they're just like throwing down the set, and they're doing pretty good, man. You know, they're coming like Green Day and shit like that. Pretty good band. And then all of a sudden, like, they just like fucking like, they go on break, and then they come on for their second set, and then all of a sudden they're like, dun 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 dun, and I'm in the back, and like nobody knows about the Arctic Monkeys. And these girls are like probably 21. They're all like college girls that like are in the band, the three of them, right? And I'm like, Arctic Monkeys, because I'm fucking hardcore at concerts, man. And like, and like the one, and then like all three of them were like, yeah, and they all looked at me and smiled, like, because I got it. Like, and like fucking, because nobody probably gets it when they fucking jam out fucking Do You Want to Know by the Arctic Monkeys. God damn it, the Arctic Monkeys are fucking... They're another fucking English band, man. They're so goddamn good. So anyways, sorry. That was a fucking useless video. Oh, who gives a fuck, really? I mean, like, whatever. It's not like we're doing anything with our goddamn time anyways. It's just fucking coronavirus bullshit. Gotta find ways to fill up your time. Fucking, like fucking dog, Christmas dogs. Dude, what else are we fucking doing? Nobody's doing shit these days, man. God damn it, dude. I wish somebody else like me did this kind of shit, man. Like riff, so I could fucking watch somebody else that's like fucking mentally ill fucking riff and shit. It's fun, man. It's just like, why the fuck not, man? Yeah, that's another thing about these videos, man. It's just like fucking fucking like it's great to fucking have somebody to like fucking relate to that fucking gets like how fucking crazy we are, because it's just like, oh shit, man, fucking yeah. Can't stay on a fucking topic for more than 1 minute without fucking blah, changing your fucking, oh my god, where the fuck, don't even know where the fuck you are. Conversation changes. Anyways, guys, I hope you're having a great day. I'll post those in the comments, those fucking cool English bands and shit. Have a great day, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope your weekend was alright, and thank God it's Monday, man. Eric Thomas, that one's for you. Alright, guys, have fun. Take care, peace.